What up, Space Fam? Goes in here from AnimeUproar, back at it again to discuss the latest absolutely crazy chapter of the Dragon Ball Super manga. I've been getting amazing feedback on these chapter reviews, so thank you all for that. And to keep the Dragon Ball Super train going, the best thing you could do is turn that like button blue and share this video with any cultured Saiyans you know. If you haven't, be sure to subscribe, this is crucial. Hit that notification bell and select all or you will miss future Dragon Ball Super videos. Now without further ado, let's jump into it, spoilers and all. My friends, this was one amazing chapter. I've been noticing that these one chapter a month manga like Dragon Ball Super and Boruto are hella fast paced, which in part makes up for the fact that we gotta wait a full month to read them. And this chapter was no different. Right away we picked up where the last chapter left off, with Merus and Moro about to fight, and we proceed to jump into the fight super quick, not too much dilly-daddling at all. But I'm getting a bit ahead of myself. The chapter is called Merus's Resolve, suggesting that this will be a primarily Merus-focused chapter, where he will in all likelihood end up being the MVP. We got Angel hype, we got Moro hype, we got all the hype we could rightfully expect. At first, Jaco questions where Merus, his fellow galactic patrol officer, has been, and we get an obligatory "we're all totally doomed" from Jaco, who understandably doesn't think his friend could do anything to Moro because he doesn't know that he's an angel. Merus is as confident as ever though, and he makes it clear that he's not here to steal Goku's thunder. As I mentioned in my last review, I didn't expect Merus to beat Moro. That would be kind of pointless cause we all know angels are OP, but rather I said he would serve as a distraction so that our boys could get healed and come back for round 2. We haven't even seen Mastered Ultra Instinct yet, and we are totally gonna see it in this arc before it's through. Those are definitely my thoughts at least. But yeah, Merus doesn't say he's come to kick butt, just that he's here to finish up Goku's training, which is ongoing obviously, since he has yet to master Mastered Ultra Instinct. Merus makes sure that everyone who's been injured has been transported somewhere they can be healed. However, he also knows that Moro can track people, so he decides that he'll have to buy some time. Thus, his intention is clear from the outset. He's here to serve as a distraction and help advance Goku's training. As soon as Merus goes in for the attack, Moro pretty much knows what's up. This early on, he guesses that he's some sort of deity or god. I've been mentioning lately how much I appreciate the nods to earlier Dragon Ball moments, and Merus uses a power pole to fight in the beginning, just like the one Goku used to use. And he uses it to deliver one of the most satisfying hits I've seen in a while. It's a beauty of a moment, and the recently smug Moro just gets absolutely nailed by a galactic patrol officer no less. Moro is not out cold though, and does cushion his fall. He smiles in a demented villain sort of way as he wipes blood from his lips. And that is what we want to see in a good villain, a dude who gets excited by the prospect of a strong opponent. Jaco is shocked at how well Merus is doing, and wonders if he was always that strong. In the meantime, we jump to where Dende is gonna heal everyone. Last chapter, I mentioned the possibility of Beerus and Whis being here, and indeed they are. Merus is not acting secretly and on his own since the other two clearly came with him. I always appreciate seeing Beerus and Whis, and Beerus straight up says he's sick of doing favors for our Z-boys. But I mean, he'd probably be bored if he wasn't getting involved. Yes, there's the food, but Beerus is also a tsundere type, in my view, where he acts like he doesn't like helping, but in all honesty, he probably does enjoy having made these new friends. Beerus, as usual, wants to rush up to Bulma's for some delicious earth food, and as always, he tries to convince us that the food is what it's all about, and that's why he saves our guys. They mention Merus and how he's not with them, but don't seem too concerned that he stayed behind. Then they comment on how our boy Goku has god level ki now, and proceeds to heal him first. He manages to do so real quick from our perspective, and I'm not complaining. Sometimes I feel like I'm still a child waiting for Goku to be healed on Namek so he can join the battle already. Goku quickly figures out what Merus is up to and tells us that, and I quote, "any angel who fights for real outside of training is doomed to disappear," end quote. In a sense, it is quite similar to Angels of Death from Death Note, who are supposed to be impartial, and if they choose to save a human's life, they disappear from existence. In this case, Merus has chosen to save the universe in general, and our Z-fighters in particular. Thus, Goku leaves the others in Dende's care and rushes off to the battle. Back to the fight between Moro and our angel, and Moro actually starts getting the upper hand. Merus is still not going full out, but Moro is good enough to be able to punish him for holding back. he kicks Merus' weapon right out of his hands and headbutts him, just like a real goat man. Merus gets his staff back, but just in time to block a punch, and he's sweating. Moro even notices that he's holding back his power, in part by relying on a tool. Goku then arrives, and Merus is as happy as Moro is shocked to see him all fine and healthy after being on the brink of death. Here we get a very interesting moment. As Merus points out, he's still intact, meaning that he didn't fight for real outside of training. He held back, so he'd be fine if he stopped fighting right there. Everything seemed to work out perfectly. Goku taps into his unmastered Ultra Instinct form and begins to fight Moro. Moro seems to have no trouble keeping up with Goku's Ultra Instinct Sign form though, and Whis even tells Beerus that he very much doubts that Goku can win. Harsh words, but accurate, as we jump to Goku receiving a solid blow and reverting back to his normal form. Goku feels discouraged and like he's making no progress, but Merus smiles, saying it's the opposite. His training worked and all he's missing is one last push to trigger it. Then Moro goes to copy Merus' ability, a brilliant idea in theory, but Merus starts to get more serious and tears off his arm with one swing of his staff. At this point, Merus has done more than enough as an angel. He's given Goku another chance, but since Goku still hasn't mastered Ultra Instinct, Merus decides he'll need to seal off Moro's copying power. We learn from Beerus that Merus is in fact using angel powers now, and Beerus and Whis decide to head to the fight so as not to get the Grand Priest mad. Merus, in addition to fighting, gives us more interesting info about the angels. Being an angel means maintaining a neutral position outside of good and evil, so even if the universe is ravaged and destroyed, an angel is just supposed to sit back and watch. Keep in mind, as he's having this conversation, he's also wrecking Moro and breaking/sealing off his copying abilities. I think it's pretty hilarious how this conversation is being had in between short bursts of him kicking butt. He tells Goku that in the Galactic Patrol job, a sense of justice blossomed inside him. And you know during these emotional "I've changed" speeches that something bad is coming for the character making them. Funnily enough, Merus says that the Galactic Patrol are helpless on the universal scale. And I'm sure we've all thought that when we compare Jocko to Goku and Vegeta. What Merus respects is the fact that these officers, even though they're weaker than the criminals, bravely continue to struggle. They do their duty, living life according to their ideals, even if they may have to pay the ultimate price. It's the bravery that Merus respects, and angels usually wouldn't have to worry about anything like that, since they're so strong and since they're not supposed to protect the galaxy per se, but stay neutral. Interestingly enough, Merus turns his staff into a gun and shoots the copy ability right out of Moro's other hand. And now you can really see the shock and fear in Moro's face. And just when we think that Moro is in serious trouble, Merus starts to become see-through, as he tells Goku that he's realized that peace in the galaxy is worth hanging on to, aka it's worth fighting for and even dying for. And then he even says that Goku strengthened that resolve even further. Goku wants him to stop, but Merus proclaims his final attack, and even Whis says that they are too late. Beerus suggests that Whis purposely left Merus behind, knowing that he would do this, even though they may get in trouble with the Grand Priest because of it. It seems Whis respected Merus' wishes and ideals enough to let him violate angel rules. As Merus is rushing in for the last attack, we get a flashback cementing the connection that Goku and Merus developed during their time together. I love this conversation that they had. Merus tries to praise Goku for saving the world time after time, and Goku, being Goku, replies he just wants to fight the strongest guys, and they tend to be villains. And when Merus tries to question why he doesn't kill them, Goku responds that if they get stronger, he'll just get stronger and stop them again, until they perhaps join the good guys one day, and that's happened with many, including Piccolo and Vegeta. Merus then tries to frame this as reforming criminals like the Galactic Patrol, but Goku says that he's giving him too much credit. He just thinks this way is more exciting. I absolutely love Goku's humbleness, and I love how he doesn't take any of this stuff too seriously. Some people would go around thinking that they are heroes of justice and have a huge self-righteous ego if they were Goku, but he resists this at every turn, saying he just wants to fight strong guys. I absolutely love it, and this conversation beautifully captures why I love Goku as a character too. And not only does he inspire me, he clearly inspired scared Merus too. Back to the future, and we get Merus easily going through everything Moro can throw at him until he gets to him and delivers another satisfying hit in the form of a punch right to his forehead. He cracks the stone on his head just like he cracked and sealed the stones in his hands and sends him flying. We can see the pain in Goku's face as Merus smiles while disappearing forever. He clearly doesn't regret bossing up and sacrificing his life, like many humans do, but in a way, him being an angel makes it even more special because he was so powerful, godly, and immortal compared to humans. He could have just chilled for eternity while enjoying tasty treats, but he decided to throw it all away for Goku and for his own sense of justice, for his ideals. And those kinds of dudes are the dudes that live on even after they're dead, on our backs and in our hearts. Mad respect for Merus was definitely the MVP of this chapter. His final words are that Goku will not fall to Moro nor to anyone else, and he also mentioned that at his current level, if he achieved Ultra Instinct, it will be far more stable than before. Thus, Merus leaves us with the idea that Goku will be stronger than ever and use that power to defeat Moro, who has been significantly nerfed now by Merus and can no longer copy OP abilities. His final wish is for Goku to protect this exciting universe that they both love. Unlike with other deaths, Merus can't be wished back with the Dragon Balls, making his sacrifice all the more brave and commendable. Although Whis and Beerus remain pretty stoic about his disappearance, we just see Goku's back, and he seems to be radiating a certain aura. In my view, it's pretty clear what this looks like. This amazing hype image of Goku from behind is suggesting that Goku has received the push that Merus was talking about, the push that will let him use Mastered Ultra Instinct. And Merus suggested that this time it would be more stable, which means he'll probably be able to access it like other forms as well. The hype is real, and it seems like the time for Mastered Ultra Instinct versus Moro has finally arrived. Yes, we can't be sure if it'll happen right next chapter, but it definitely seems that way, especially when we take the fast pacing into account. We'll see what kind of role Vegeta may or may not play in this upcoming battle, but I would be shocked if Goku doesn't go Mastered Ultra Instinct, since Merus and the story pretty much assured us that he will. And that is it for this chapter review. MVP Angel kicking butt and vanishing, and Goku's hype back, and heavy Mastered Ultra Instinct foreshadowing. That pretty much sums up this great chapter. Let me know what you thought of it and what you expect to happen next. If you enjoyed the video and want to keep the Dragon Ball Super train going, the best thing you could do is turn that like button blue like Vegeta's hair and share this video with any cultured Saiyans you know. If you haven't, be sure to subscribe, and this is crucial. Hit that notification bell and select all, or you will miss future Dragon Ball Super videos. I also want to thank all of you because the channel has been growing faster than ever, and it's unreal. We passed 900,000 subscribers and are actually approaching 1 million subscribers, and it's all thanks to you guys. And I especially want to thank the patron squad over on Patreon who help make videos like this one possible. First and foremost, I want to thank the patron of legend, the one acknowledged by Lord Twigo himself, Alpha Sigma, and are the 1-tier patrons, the ones who stand atop all clans: Steven Ingrata, Alola Anatem, The World, Acquired Respect, Pate Hefa, Jonathan King, Brandon Aviles, Papa Smurf, Emperor Otaku, Thomas Jones, Kinmano, and Admirath. And our Pro Hero tier patrons, the one and only Gilgamesh, who's the current most donated overall champion of the world. Nothing but a fan. Jason Wilson, King Zeldris, Anatoly Kazatsky, Angel Cruz, Cricket XP, Joe Stanton, Barry Gucci, Alicia Actor, Jessica K. LaFon, Hinokami and Water, Bonnie Parks, Rothuende Aura, Florian, Joanne Garcia, Steelers, Deadly Saint, and Stern Hawkins. Thank you all so much. If you enjoy our work, you can support more of it by going over to patreon.com/AnimeUproar and becoming a patron today for as little as $1. If you do so, you'll get your name featured in future videos alongside these amazing people right here, and you'll even get access to our private patron-only Discord where we talk about anime, life, and of course, dank memes. So check out patreon.com/AnimeUproar, link in the description if you are interested. You can also join the YouTube channel by clicking that blue join button next to the subscribe button that you've hopefully already destroyed. So yeah, you can support more content that way if you prefer. Whichever way you choose to support us, you can get the same great benefits. Thank you all again so much, and until next time, see ya, Space Cowboys.